Let me know when it's 12:15.
12:15, okay.
Okay. I'm going on live now. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. I hope everything is going well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Happy weekend. Happy December. I hope this December is serving you well as you figure your love life out and you get ready for 2024. Now, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Anwar White. I am a dating coach. People call me Coach Anwar, so you can call me that too. I can be your official dating coach as we, do this work, hunty. And so I'm going to be on here because I want to answer your questions about dating, love, relationships, and men. And if you want to learn a little bit more about what I do, you can definitely check the link in my bio. I have free trainings. I have a link to my podcast. I have a link to book a consultation call with me if you want to work with me. But at the end of the day, honey, I want you to win in love and dating and relationships with men or with women, girl. It's really up to you at the end of the day. So, with that said, how y'all doing? What's going on? If you have any questions put them in the chat and I will answer them in the order that I see them. Yeah. And if there's anything that I say that resonates with you, tap the screen. Tap in, honey. That's what they say. I think that's what the kids say, honey. Yes, honey, come for the tea, stay for the info. So let me see what y'all are already acting out. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hey, Imperfectly Patina. Hello, Ojion. Hello, R.L. Evans. Hey, Kai. Thank you so much for the compliment. Good morning, Keisha. Good morning, Cece Love. Hey, True. Hey, Zali. Hey, Dula. Good to see you, girl. Hello, Latrice. Good to see you, my love. Hey, Kimon. Yes, honey, it's cold up here in Canada. I gotta keep it hot. Geraldine, thank you for watching from the Philippines, honey. I know that's right. BBP, good morning to you. Happy first Saturday of December. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, user 200. Hey, Faduma. Hey, Dizzy. Good morning from Denver. Oh, my. Hello, Life of Dejan. Or else cute. Thank you so much, honey. Chronicles, hey, yes, I'm live. Okay, Jalea says, what do I do if my boyfriend's cheap? Girl. So here's the thing. My question for you is, was this something that you were able to evaluate during the courtship process? Did he properly court you? Because it's very important. You can tell a lot by a guy by how he courts you. Is he taking you out on walks, or are we doing really fun and interesting activities? Does he stay, wanting to have in-home dates, or are you doing activities? So talk to me about what the courtship process looked like, and then I'll come back to you in terms of what we should be doing in his boyfriend status, right? Because we can't expect him to do a 180, girl, if he's been showing you exactly that he's been cheap the entire time. Yeah? Latrice, thank you so much for the hi bear. C'est la vie says, how to tell if he has money. Again, I did a video about this. You have to see how he pays for dates. Yeah? If he's got a Discover card, kind of a Quicksilver, a Credit One, girl, he ain't got nothing, girl. Credit score is 0. Yeah? The other thing is, there are a lot of different ways that you can see if someone has money. I always think that the guys that are a bit more flashy actually don't have as much money as you think that they do. Yeah. The guys that aren't really trying to impress you generally will have more money. There's a quiet confidence that a lot of people talk about. The other thing that is important, so for example, like 60% of millionaires, they drive Hondas, Toyotas, and Fords. They don't drive German cars. Yeah. So those are things that you want to understand because they are about investments. They're not about showing off, right? They want the money to grow for them. So you want to have conversations with them about like investments, in real estate and stocks, things like that. Ask them what they read. Ask them what kinds of podcasts they listen to. Because people about their money are having and listening to more business podcasts. They're reading The Economist. They're not reading People. They're not reading The Shade Room. Yeah, no shade to The Shade Room, but all shade at the same time. The other thing is, so I was talking about investments. So interestingly enough, if he's a single guy and he has a Costco card, he might be a millionaire, girl. No shade. I'm going to do a video about that because I think it's such a great question. Hey, Sasha. So Mars said, hey, Anwar, do you have any tips on Black women dating Mexican men? Have fun, but girl, many of them cheat. It's like kind of accepted in the culture. So you're going to have to be aware of that. Let him really pursue you. And one of the things that is going to be important, because obviously many of us know that there's a bit of machismo in that culture, is does he allow you to speak your truth, right? Does he honor your boundaries? And you're going to want to set many of them. If he's going to want to just tell you what to do and that's it, it's not going to work. Yeah. Bailey said, what you said about white boys' flirting style is so correct. Girl, I know. As somebody who's been flirting with white boys ever since boarding school, it's crazy. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Girl, I'm already late. I'm late. I can't be late to my own party. Okay, let me find my place. And thank y'all for the almost 5,000 likes. I appreciate it. Hey, Quintessential Jess. User 725, dating with a kid. You're not dating with a kid. You're dating as a woman and you happen to have a child. But they're actually very different. Like, because oftentimes as a parent, your identity is set in being a mother, a parent, like, it is very easy to think, oh my gosh, I have to incorporate my kid. You shouldn't be introducing anyone to your kid until you're in an exclusive relationship. So the courtship process is just you and him. And this is about you being a woman, taking the mother hat off and being a woman and allowing these men to show up for you. Single mothers oftentimes are in their masculine energy because they have to be. But in the courtship process, you cannot do that. It will work against you. If you are in your masculine energy as a woman, specifically a woman of color, you will attract two kinds of men because relationships are about complements. You will attract men that are in their hyper, aka toxic masculinity, that will push you down and try to force you to submit into femininity, or you will attract men that are in their dominant feminine energy and you will be mothering another person and having two children instead of one. Yeah. So this is why it's important to at least recalibrate the energy so that they're both masculine and feminine energy in healthy levels. Okay. Hey, Young. Hey, Juby. Hey, Angela. Chronicles of Crizzy. Why can't a man just show up at my doorstep? Because dating and relationships and your love life are about you and the growth that needs to happen in the process of you finding your person. You can go to a matchmaker because that's what the girls want to do when they want somebody at their doorstep. But if you haven't done the work to heal yourself, you're going to create disconnection and the relationship is going to break up. Yvette said, good morning, finally caught you live. Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, Kia. Good morning from Toronto. Jasmine said, how do I upgrade a situationship to something more? By situationship, I mean F-buddy. There's no upgrade, honey. You don't upgrade from silver to gold. When a man puts you in a category, he doesn't change that category, girl. You're in the situationship. And there's a level of disrespect when men put women in situationships. He's never thought of you like that. There is nothing that you can do to make him think of you as being in a girlfriend or wife status when you're in a situationship. If it does, it's very rare, like 1% of the time. It is your job moving forward to not be in situationships. Those are boundary issues. And I want to be honest with everybody here. If you find yourself being in situationships often, it's because you were probably in a situationship with your dad. Point blank, period. Hello, Cookie Rat. Hey, Rin Jam. Hey, La Luna. Good morning, Malin. Faith said your voice is so relaxing. Thank you, girl. V Trick said, what are some tips on incompatibility and trying to improve it? There are no tips. If you're not compatible, you're not compatible. We have to own that fact. See, here's the thing. Because many of us have been taught that we have to work 2 to 4 times harder to get what we want, we think that we have to do that in love. Oh, if I just work hard, then I can make us compatible. It doesn't work that way. If you're not compatible from a values perspective, from a life experience and life chapter, right, season perspective, it's not it. And the quicker that we own that, the better. Life of Dejan said, OMG, are you Canadian? Well, girl, I'm trying to get that citizenship, honey. I had my interview not too long ago, so I'm hoping by Q1 I'll be a citizen. Honey, because it sounds like the U.S. about to vote in Trump again, girl. Kai said, he avoided my question about politics. What do I make of that? We revisit it. Hey, I noticed that you avoided my question on politics. Why was that? And then if he says, oh, I didn't avoid it. Okay, great. Then ask it again. Queen L said, you're so cute. Thank you, girl. But don't flirt too much. My man will get you. Hello, Queen L. It's the top of the morning to you, Anwar. Thank you, girl. Where are you? Ireland with that mess? Girl, just say hello next time. Not top of the morning, girl. Not you and your half Irish behind, girl, giving me top of the morning. Nazira said, I'll listen while I start getting ready for my date. I know that's right, girl. Have fun. Good morning, V-Trigs. Hey, Jasmine. OGN said, hello from Poland. I know that's right, girl. You better get that Eastern European D, girl. And it's good D, too. Lauren said, I have back-to-back dates this weekend because of your advice. Thank you for all you give us. You're so welcome, girl. I know. I'm here for the girls that give you the twofers. 2-for-1s, honey. 2-a-days, like the football boys used to do, honey, in high school. They used to practice in the morning, and then they used to practice in the afternoon. This is how we have to do it when we're dating, honey. Lady J said, good morning from Nashville. Hey, Nashville. Dula, thank you so much for the 8 live fests. Good morning, Rabia. Daisy said, hey, watching you from West Africa, Ghana. Thank you. Rosie said, good morning, Anwar from New York. I know that's right, NYC. Come through. Juju B said, I love your advice. Thank you, girl. And thank you all so much for the almost 15,000 likes. Joan Jojo, hello from Dubai. Hey, Dubai, come through. Bambi said, did I finally come on time? I think you did, girl. Sherry Jones, thank you so much for the 8 roses. It's Rachel said, good morning. I'm so glad I found your platform. I'm so glad that you're here, girl. Erin said, Anwar, I finally started dating for the first time in years because of you. Thank you. You're so welcome. Rock out, girl. Angela said, what is too soon to get into a relationship? He's ready to take the next step in 45 days. So it really depends on an age. I usually say you want to wait at least 2 to 3 months. Yeah, so I would give it maybe another couple of weeks. You might want to have that conversation at the end of this month in the new year. And because it's interesting, oftentimes the mask can fall within 3 months. So you want to wait for at least 2 to 3 months to see different sides of him. Julia said, yes, he did. We're doing dates, but when I want money for some items, he don't want to do it. Well, he's your boyfriend. He's not your husband. So, like, he doesn't have to give you money for things that are a part of your life. He is in charge of taking care of all of the dating things. That's it. Now, if he does other things, that's great, but that's not his responsibility. That's yours. And if you're expecting men to do that just in boyfriend status, you're looking for a father. You're not looking for a boyfriend. which means that we have some other inner child wounds that we need to heal from. Yeah? And maybe some money wounds as well. Ari said, do you advocate for the 90-day rule? I don't like to put specific like time limits on, and I don't really like to tell women what they should or should not do with their bodies. I'll give recommendations, right, based on my experience, but you get to do whatever you want with your body. And if someone's saying don't do anything or don't have sex until 90 days, I'm like, that's gonna work for some people, not for others. What I think is important is that you understand. I always say exclusivity is something that is really important before that, because many men don't like to commit. So when they do, it gives you a different sense of investment into you. So when he's investing into you, you get to invest in him with your heart, with your body, with your mind, with your soul, and your spirit, and all of that. Julia said, then he says, I don't bring nothing to the table. If a man tells you that you're not bringing anything to the table, then you need to leave the table. Yeah? Ty just said, why is it that these men I find lie about what they want just to get you? Because men want results and they'll do anything to get them, most of them. Your job is to have a strategy to make sure that you're able to filter out these men. So my question for y'all in here is, do you have a dating strategy? If you don't have one, give me a hashtag no strategy up in here, honey. Yeah? I want to see it. I want to see it, honey. I want to see what's going on. Samar, thank you so much for the TikTok, chili, and lightning bolt. And the Live Fest. A said, look up his address and see how much his rent is or how much his something home costs. That doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. Because, girl, if his rent is $2,500, he could pay the $2,500, but it's about his discretionary income and his purchasing power and his investments. You will never know what those are. And now, a lot of men, even if they're wealthy, some men are actually not purchasing their homes. But that's a different level of wealth, girl. Especially in this market. Charbel said, should you offer to pay for dates after a certain length of time? Yes. So one of the things that I do for my clients is I give them a step-by-step guide, date by date, exactly what they should be doing, like what dates they should kind of take over or not, and what they should do. So if you're interested in learning that and actually dating with strategy, definitely you probably want to book a consultation call with me and get into one of my programs. And they're filling up. I'm doing one for a January cohort now so that we can maximize the beginning of January, because the first 2 to 3 weeks of January, it's the Super Bowl for online dating. So I want to make sure that y'all are killing the game if you are interested in doing that. India said, hey, because of you, I got me an Egyptian. I know that's right, girl. Get it, Cleopatra, bitch. That's right, Tamita said. The flashiest guys are the brokest. Yeah. And Naste said, why is it that the biracial men cuff me, but the black ones don't? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. User 849 said, Fendi jacket, Henny, business is poppin'. Oh, girl. It's, girl, always been booked and busy. The funny thing is that, you know, one of the reasons why I'm a dating coach is because I understand that when you have a very big heart, you will give to anyone and everyone. And so that used to be me. Like 15 years ago, I was the one that was always picking people up from the airport, paying for dinners and things like that. And I am just starting to learn how to give to myself. And so that's one of the things that I actually really want to encourage everyone to do. I call it in my program treats. You have to give yourself a treat every week so that you understand how to receive from a specific how to receive from a man. Because if he's not doing more than you're giving yourself, you already know that he's not where he needs to be. Tangen said, your tips definitely work. Thank you. Tangen, thank you so much for the 3 roses. Sherry, thank you so much for the 3 roses. La Luna said, I went on a movie date with a writer in LA. Girl, movie dates are lame. Don't go on movie dates unless you are literally in a relationship with him. Now he wants me to come over and chill. Girl, no. Girl, he doesn't even know you. He knows the movie more than he knows you. A mess. A said, also look up his job title and company and estimate how much he makes. Again, it doesn't matter because guess what? There are people in Silicon Valley, there are investment bankers that are making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, but they're also spending $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. That's not what this is about. Yeah? To keep up with the Joneses. And there are a lot of Joneses out there. Sarah Faust said, hi, Amor, I love your videos. Thank you. And thank you so much for the rose. I don't even know how to pronounce this, but she's asking, do you think religion matters for rich men? For Christian rich men, yes, but not really, because I'm pretty sure that they weren't thinking about their religion when they were getting that money, honey. User 200 said, how to not give up on dating. You're going to need to learn how to realize that dating is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And dating is about learning about yourself. And if you're not learning about yourself, then you're not doing it right. No shade. Yeah? You're giving up on dating because you're thinking, oh my God, because I don't have a guy or I'm not going out on a lot of dates that I'm failing or I'm not doing it well. I don't care how many dates you go on. I care about the quality of the dates, not the quantity of the dates, right? And here's what I want you to know. You will not have a third date with 97% of the guys out there, but you're going to need to have 100 conversations to get there. Most of y'all are quitting at the anywhere from 20 to 40 conversation mark. That's why. I need you to manage your expectations. And unfortunately, if you're in Atlanta, Houston, Miami, Phoenix, LA, or even San Diego, it's going to be 200 conversations. Cece said, thank you for all your advice. I appreciate you. Thank you, girl. Jordan said, a guy told me I don't know what I want since I couldn't communicate it to him. Doesn't sound like he's lying, girl. What do you want? And if you don't know, that's something that you're going to need to figure out. Yeah, thank you all so much for the almost 32,000 likes here. What type of men like slim black women? Rich men? Rich white men? Emma said to be a millionaire doesn't necessarily mean you're rich. 100%. 100%. Jujubee, thank you so much for the rose. Jordan said, I do know, just didn't want to share it at the time with Tell, but gave some insight. Well, here's the thing. If you're past the third date, you want to give it to. You want to. At that point, he probably will have proven himself. But if it's earlier than that, you don't want to. And if he's already blaming you for things that here's the thing. Your job is to actually set a boundary in that moment and say, hey, like, let's definitely talk about that at another time. Right now, I just kind of want to get to know you. Yeah. That's what I feel most comfortable doing. Oh, thank you so much for the cow hat, girl. Cowgirl hat. Cherry, thank you so much for the 3 roses. Jatira said, Amor, I went on a date this week and it was perfect. I used all the tricks you taught. Not tricks, girl. What am I, the Harry Potter of dating? Jackie is wacky said, what's the best way to tell a guy I've been on a couple of dates with that I don't feel the chemistry? Hey, thanks so much for all the dates that you've been on. I'm not really feeling a connection, but I want to wish you the best of luck. Luna said, do you have any tips on Black women dating Black doctors that never been married, no kids? Yeah, girl, I'm not the biggest fan of doctors because many of them have God complexes. And depending on what kind of doctor they are, their schedules might be hell on earth, honey. This is why all the Grey's Anatomy characters always dated each other, girl, because they couldn't date anybody else. Nobody understands them. Girl, they're the real aliens. Yeah? So I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend dating anyone that's in med school or in residency. If you want to date a doctor, date them after the age of 35. By that time, hopefully they will have paid off many of their school bills anyway. Yeah. But it's not surprising that they're not married and they don't have kids because they don't have time to invest in that part of their life for the most part. S.B. said, airport dads and Costco men are one and the same. Sure are, honey. Sure are. Okay, girl, let me go find where I'm at. Girl, I lost my place. Miss C said, should I only go out alone? Well, it depends. If you go into a sports bar, you want to have your crew, girl. You want to have a group of women, right? So y'all can play Grease, honey. Group of men, group of women talking to each other, yeah? If you go to a bar, a more upscale bar, you want to go on your alone. If you want to go to a coffee shop or a wine bar, go alone. Trying to think of other places where you want to go alone. You definitely want to go alone to conferences and things like that. Yeah. Bookstores too. Bourbon Gal, thank you so much for the heart, me. Is there a way I can pay you for personal dating services for my boyfriend's mom? She's been single 30 years. Yeah, girl, I was just on a call with a woman that was 69 years old yesterday that I'm about to help get her retirement on, honey. Pension punani realness. She's about to get it in, honey. She's going to need to book a consultation call. I don't work with anyone that I don't talk to first. So you're going to need to ask her if she's ready for that, and then she can have a conversation with me. Christy says, I stopped doing movie dates before the pandemic even hit. Yeah, girl, movie dates are lame, girl. I wouldn't do a movie date until at least date 4. Kiora said, is it okay to hang out with a guy friend at his house? Only if his parents are there. I'm gonna sound like your mama now. Yeah. Carla Monique, thank you so much for the 11 roses. Is there a way? Okay, I already read that. Bourbon Gal, thank you so much for the 8 roses. Let me see. Bianca said you're such an icon. Girl, I'm a suburban mother of 3, just trying to do the best I can for God and my country, girl. No icon here. Carla Monique, thank you so much for the 3 roses. Pauline said, going on a date with a white nerd today. Wish me luck. No luck necessary, girl. You got it. You're done. Welcome to graduation, girl. Get your certificate and degree and walk off the stage. Willetta said, do you have any tips for a super tall girl? I'm 6'2" and my friends say I should lower my standards. Girl, nobody's saying to lower your standards. People are just saying lower your height requirement, girl. You're giving Six Flags, but the scary rides, right? Girl, I want you to give Disneyland, It's a Small World. I let everybody come through and may the best man win. Yeah? Michelle Lynn said, do you have any tips on dating spiritual men, not religious? Any apps? Well, girl, no shade, but sometimes the spiritual men are worse than the religious men, girl. And because you think that they keep on saying they're spiritual and not religious, you think, oh my God, they're not with the bullshit. Girl, they're with it and more. They're with the BSSSS, girl. There's an additional S when it comes to spiritual men, girl. They're with the BSS. Bride of Christ said, my ex made $100K and lived paycheck to paycheck. Because here's the thing, especially if you're dating black men, like our parents don't teach us about financial literacy and management. So even if you went to college, you get the good job, you don't know what to do. Many of us don't know what to do. We're just learning it. That's why I'm saying it doesn't matter. Go to his LinkedIn, girl. It doesn't matter. He could be working for Goldman Sachs, girl. Still doesn't matter. It's about how he manages it, not what he has.
It's 12.
I'm on live right now, okay? Thank you. But I'm going to be leaving at 12:15. Yeah? Okay. Go ahead, put your headphones on, okay? Thank you. Honey, she's doing it all. I had to tell my son to put his headphones on while I'm chatting with y'all. Because, sometimes it gets a little spicy up in here, and he can't be learning all about that stuff. Not yet, at least. He's got to at least have a little bit of hair down there before we talk about something, honey. No shade. Tiffany said, school the girls. As Cali native, I've seen all my life, living for the Joneses. Yes, girl. Dookie Pebbles said, thank you so much for the 5 roses. Girl, I'm so behind. Jean Joe said, just booked the consultation. Good. Good. Yes, honey, I am a mother. Girl, this is what you call having it all and doing it all. Honey, my daughter's about to do gymnastics. My son's about to do fencing, honey, and I'm talking to y'all. Talking nothing but the mess, honey. Nothing but the mess. Okay, let me see what y'all talking about. I gotta scroll all the way up here, giving me arthritis trying to get up in here. Allie Dally said, I dated a physician. Great gifts, arrogant AF, self-absorbed. Girl, God complex. Eloquent, thank you so much for the rose. Cream Team, name is wild, by the way. As a black woman, I love you for real. Thank you, girl. Tiff Lizzie said, Anwar, our apps dry in December. Yeah, girl, don't be on the apps this month. Girl, it's lame-o McLame-o. You're not getting nothing. Beyonce said, I met the man of my dreams, but he's 7 years younger and still getting established. What do you think? What does still getting established look like and mean? That's the question. Most of my clients are getting with men that are 3 to 6 years younger than they are right now anyway, girl. So a lot of the women like to shade the younger boys, but the younger boys are showing up more than the older men, honey. Sade said, me and my best friend were planning on going to happy hours, upscale bars, hotels to meet guys. Yeah. Upscale bars, you want to go alone. Downscale bars, you want to go in a group. Alita said, went to a bar once and it was so obvious some of these men were looking for a target. Ooh, not a target. Let me see what's going on. Sweet Baby said, is it worth traveling to a big city to go find a man? Closest big city is about an hour from me. I don't travel to places to find men. So you can go on, and I don't want you to. You can go online, and if it works out, they can come to you. But, like, you should have a really wide radius for your online dating apps. Like, I'm talking 100 miles or kilometers, wherever you are. Unique Baby, thank you so much for the 5 roses. Eloquent 13, thank you so much for the heart, me. Bourbon Gal, thank you so much for the hand heart. Sweet Baby Quasit, where to book a consultation? Go to the link in my bio, and it should be the first button there. Now, I want to let y'all know, not all of the applications are going to be accepted, girl. If all of the applications were accepted, girl, I wouldn't be able to wipe my own booty. Yeah, so we're only looking for women that are ready to work and get into a program in the next month. Yeah, if that's not you, that's totally fine. Can listen to my podcast, which is amazing. I'm actually, I think I just recorded a podcast with the podcast Black Girls Heal. So that should be coming out next week. So I think that'll be a really good conversation as well. I was trying to put people up on game. God Goblin said, do you give advice to lesbians? Yes, I do, but not when their names are God Goblin, honey. 69. Asia, I love you too, girl. Again, he said, we live in California. He lives with his parents. He's 29, red flag. That's the funny thing. During the pandemic, it was not a red flag to live with your parents. But girl, in 2022, 2023, if he hasn't been able to stand on his own 2 feet, girl, there's no way that he can carry you across the aisle. Yeah. Logan said, you're very helpful, actually. Thank you. Irene said, how many dates normal in a month? 1 per week, honey. So that's 4. NT said, are you in Canada? Yes, I am, honey. Eloquent 13, thank you so much for the 10 roses. Shayla, thank you so much for the 29 roses. Brianna said, he gives me a diamond heart necklace in a box with no name on it, but says it's real. Is it a lie? No, girl. It's a real necklace, girl. He just got it from AliExpress. Baby Cake, thank you so much for the rose. Mimi said, I'd love to talk to you one day about dating. Well, girl, when you're ready to work together, book a call, honey. Chrissy said, such an icon. I've seen more women talk about Anwar on my FYP. It's because I went viral. I've been going pretty viral for every, 3 days. So, girl, she's being seen. And I appreciate that. I kind of just want to keep it cute and mute, but the message is getting out, honey. And the Black women are learning something, which I live for. Yeah? Nicole said, what about Dave and Buster's for a first date? Yes, girl. That's fun, too. That's fun. And you want to see if he's fun, honey. There are a lot of men that are great husbands, but they're not fun people. Yeah, they're responsible, they're consistent, they're dependable, they're somewhat attractive, but girl, they're all serious, girl. It's you know how if you're at work or something and it's you have to go and talk to the IT people, but they're so socially inept and awkward, and it's just get my computer fixed, please. Sometimes there are guys like that, so you got to see if he can bring the fun too. Boo said, how does it feel to be doing the Lord's work? Angelic. I feel like I am the non-Virgin Mary. I am Mario. Fran said, I have 3 children. Is my dating pool significantly smaller? Yes, girl. But you want that. Most of the first of all, it's not a pool, it's an ocean. But most of the ocean is crazy. Your 3 children actually will create an amazing filter for you. So, because most of the guys won't be interested in a woman that has 3 children. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I actually think it's the most amazing thing possible. The more serious guys, the guys that are more family oriented and probably want children or are great dads, will be interested in you. Yeah? Now, does that mean that there aren't going to be some guys that are going to try to take advantage of you? No, but it just means that your boundaries have to be solid. Okay, let me see what's going on. Gail, thank you so much for the rose. Unique Baby said, I love you. Love you too, honey. Taddy said, hey, Anwar. Hey, girl. Princess said, why are you yelling at me? Girl, I'm not yelling at anybody. I'm whispering. I'm doing that ASMR mess, girl. Chronicle said, Anwar has all the tea. Mm-hmm. Kathy Wittrell, thank you so much for the rose. Miss Positive, love you too. Daphne said he's so right. Spiritual men can be mad narcissistic. I actually think they're more narcissistic than religious men. Because spiritual men actually think that they're gods. Most religious men are praying to a god, honey. Britt, thank you so much for the high bear. Valencia said, what about men from Miami? What about them, girl? Mayanda said, I just had my first date with a white man and he loves it here. He's 6'5". As he should, honey. Here's the thing. Honey, we all came from Africa. So when these white men go back now, girl, it feels like they're home, honey. Honey, don't be forwarding this live to any of these black men, girl. They already hate me, girl. Because I'm already talking my mess. Jasmine Bridges said, amazing guy, 7 figures, but a few days ago he said he won't settle with me yet because he's too busy. Believe that, own that, move on. Again says, he's so right. I make 6 figures and do terrible with money. My parents didn't teach me anything. 100%. Honey, yeah, some of us are still paying these crazy student loans, have these messed up credit cards in college because no one said, oh no, don't get that, girl. Yeah? So, a mess. And he said, thoughts about Atlanta. Girl, how much time do you have? Too many thoughts, girl. Glitter said, I passed a white man twice and he stared hard. He was so cute, but I watched your video. Too late. Girl, next time. Hit it next time, girl. He said 100K is the new 60K with grocery prices. 100%. People said that, but this is the thing. People haven't understood that, like, this inflation thing is crazy. So the new 100K is 250K. Yeah? So people are talking about 6 figures. It's not, no, it has to be $250,000 or it's not a Prada. No, literally, you won't be able to afford Prada. Okay, let me see what y'all are talking about. Okay. Robbie, what time is it?
12:12.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Jess said, I hear you say January is a Super Bowl of dating. What about after? Girl, after is same-o. After is, you know that Monday after Christmas? That's what it is. Rose Tay, thank you so much for the rose. Glitter said, I can't stand when somebody is a stick in the mud. Me either, girl. Me either. Cream Team said, love your advice more than anything. Thank you, girl. My advice to you, change the name, girl. Cream Team is wild. Kathy said, can you work with me as a white woman? Yes, I work with all women, but you have to understand that my work centers around the Black woman's experience. And there might be some parallels in your own lived experience, but I think it's important to understand that. About 5% of my clients are white. So just don't get mad when we're talking about what sort of pictures we should put on the profile, whether it's weave or braids or something like that, girl. Tiffany said, I told my girlfriend and sister, and where is it true? Thank you, girl. Katie said, advice on how to date men you're not attracted to. Girl, I mean, you could close your eyes if you really need a man, honey. But other than that, I think that love equals like plus lust. There has to be something happening down there, girl. Because a girl's got to eat. And if she can't eat, she'll starve to death. UGC said you give the best tips. Thank you, girl. Ashley said, is match worth paying for? If you 50 plus, 45 plus. Keisha said, thank you for helping the sisters think outside of the box for dating other races. Girl, we got to, girl. Girl, you dating. Girl, if you just date black men, girl, it's going to be really hard for you. It's going to be really hard because black men aren't doing what they need to do, no shade. Girl, if we're just being honest between you and me, if they were doing what they were supposed to be doing, we would have more equality now. And we don't. Yeah? It is their job to actually make sure that the black community is where it needs to be. And the fact that there's still a huge gap between so many things that are happening is really on them. It's not on you all. So please understand that if they were worthy partners, honey, the equality would be here, honey. MLK would be smiling right now. Yeah? So I gotta put my hat on. Because I gotta pick up my daughter. I'll be right back. One of the things that I do is I try to stay in all of the activities for my kids, because when I was growing up, my mom was always late, and it was like so traumatizing for me, because I was like, I just felt so abandoned. So I want to make sure that I don't do that for my own kids. Sarah said, thank you, Coach. It's hard out here. It sure is. Juliana said, is 1 month too soon to be official? Yes. Neurodivergent AMBW couple. Hi, Anwar. Hey, girl, hey. Oh, there's my daughter now, I think. Perfect timing. Oh, girl, that's not my daughter, girl. That's an Indian girl. What in the world? Oh, there she is. Girl, I gotta get my life together. I didn't even see my own daughter, girl. Julia said, if you like what you hear, please tap the screen. I know that's right. And thank you all so much for the almost 59,000 likes. Michaela, thank you so much for the 6 roses. Autumn Love, thank you so much for the rose. Jane said, I love what I am hearing. Good girl. Low Rocket said, are you a fashion consultant as well? No, girl. Fashion doesn't even matter in dating, honestly. Sarah said, dating in Montreal is hard to me. I'm in Montreal now, girl. Where are you? Montreal Nord? Don't go there, girl. That's what y'all talking about. Jeanette said, you have nice teeth. Thank you, girl. Thank you to my dentist. How do you feel about dating outside of your religion, like a Christian dating a non-Christian? I think that there are amazing people in all faiths. So there have been a number of my clients that have gotten with people that are not of their same religion. How was the gymnastics?
Great.
Awesome. Let me see what's going on here. D said, what type of men should I go after in the DMV? Well, don't date men in DC. You have to date men around DC. And don't date anyone that's connected to the politics, honey. Penny Love said, I love your accent. Well, girl, I love that because because it's a Valley Girl accent. Come on, let's go through. Just go ahead in the back seat, okay? Ugh. Okay, I'm back. Let me see what's going on here. We're gonna have to keep it PG now, honey. Love your jacket. Thank you. Queen B said, what if you generally just can't feel normal around white people? Girl, don't leave your house. Jenny said, not me tuning in from Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta's the hardest place to date in. I don't know what else to tell you. It's the worst. The worst of the worst. Like, I don't wish it on my worst enemy. Yeah? I'm going to do a video on that next week. The black operational sex ratio, the gender ratio, is horrible when you're looking for love. That's why. It's the worst. Let me see what y'all are talking about. Cream Team said, we love you. Love you too. Allie said, good for you. You're a great parent. Sometimes we're not perfect. We try our best. It's actually the work that I do with my clients that inspires me to be a better parent, because it is so impactful and it will impact all of your relationships moving forward. So, yeah. Dula said, to get your guy, please go to Anwar's bio and book a consultation. Yes, honey. Dula, I'm gonna have to put you a moderator up in here, honey. But girl, you need to reach out to me because we need to talk about what's going on in your love life. Johanna said he doesn't want a relationship, but he wants to keep knowing me better. How long has it been, honey? If it's more than 3 months, he's out. I'm just reading. Y'all cracking up. Sometimes I forget what I say. Elise said, I live in the South. White men aren't checking for me. No, girl, they are. They are. But they also might be checking for you in the most wrong ways possible too, honey. Don't stay out after the sun goes down, girl. Latrice said, you are so awesome. Your kids are blessed to have you. Thank you. How long should you date before exclusivity? At least 2 to 3 months. Toya Suprema said, there are some newcomers who obviously don't know what we're about here. Honey, we're about getting our menses. Our mensa, honey. Enjoy life. Thank you so much for the 4 roses. Shawnee, thank you so much for the heart. Petite Ange, so thank you for your advice. Anytime. Born too awesome said, and we're out here doing the Lord's work daily for us, ladies. We do what we can. We do what we can. Cream Team says, do Canadians like black women? In the bigger cities, yes. Again said, advice on dating a Jewish man during all the craziness. I feel guilty. Why do you feel guilty? You didn't bomb Israel, girl. Give him the space to navigate all of that, but you just need to be emotional support. Like, don't put yourself in it. He needs to lean into his community. right? Just be there if he wants to vent.
Okay, Pi, it's time to go.
Okay. You can, y'all, I have to go. Second sport, fencing now. I will talk with you all later. If you want to work with me, book a consultation call. And I might hop back on, but we're going to go into the building now. Okay? I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for the 70,000 likes. And I'll talk with you soon, okay? Alrighty. Let me just take a look real quick. What time is it, Robbie?
12.
We're going to leave at 12:25.
It is 12:25.
Already?
Yes.
Okay. All right, ladies, I gotta go. Come on, Robbie. Let's go. Z, come on. Come with us.
Me?
Yeah, we're gonna all go inside, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just trying to read all these questions, make sure I didn't. Okay. All right, my love. All right, bye, y'all. Nope. Girl, I don't even know how to shut this off anymore.